Hey, how's it going, guys? LeeSect here. Today we're going to be playing the Stanley Parable. So I heard it's meant to be pretty good. Heard some pretty funny things about it. So let's see if it's any good, really. So let's go, guys. Hope you enjoy. Okay, so working now.
All of his code
odd.
was gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. Well, this is what Mr. Narita says. Let's go to the meeting room. So I'm clearly meant to come down here.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Okay. Obviously, can't argue what Narita says, because that goes against the story. Let's have a look. So it's down here then.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I bet. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide is a slick blue graphic in the header and throw some bevel on all the text. This will ensure a calm and productive work environment. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Really? Oh, slide the best compliment I've actually had all day. Number of slides in this slide. It's a lot of slides. More charts though. Gotta love a chart. Rate of which charts on the same slide depict the same information. That's funny. Rate of increasing, more charts. So many charts. What's this one? On your boss appreciation minute worksheet, circle the top 20 things you love most about your boss. Okay. Can I have one? If you ever find yourself in a conflict with another diligent employee like yourself, but more inclined towards conflict, unless you're the kind of person who initiates conflict, as me. Oh, stop chasing!
Stanley just stood there doing nothing at all. He seems to think I have nothing better to do with my time than to sit around and describe every fascinating little detail of his inability to do anything. This is why Stanley and I are on such good terms.
Indeed. Tips for not getting fired. Don't get fired. Always works. How to solve a dispute with a co-worker. Let the ball up inside of you. Check. Take it out passive aggressive on other co-workers. Check. And resilient co-workers are not spoiling you more. Yeah. Seems legit. Let's go. Monetize free to play. EA. How dare you do this? Oh, am I working for EA? Bit of an odd thing to do.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
No. I want to... So look, what's in here?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty
Shut up!
Closet. No reason to still be here.
Well, we got tape. We got a branch.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom
a handle for a
He wasn't
saw.
even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
That's what I do anyway at work. You know, I like this corner. I'm staying
Are you really
here.
still in the broom closet? Standing around?
Yes,
doing
I am.
nothing? Why?
Yes!
Please offer me some explanation.
Because I want to.
I'm genuinely confused.
Because it's comfy. See? Plus it's annoying you.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally
I just like small rooms.
Is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have
thought.
It's
clearly significant. I like the storeroom. So shut up. That's okay.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go to talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friend's
my favourite.
Concerning.
Oh well, I like this ending.
Stanley was
me
fat
of
and ugly
safety.
and really, really stupid. He probably
Hey!
only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or
Screw
with
you,
drug
narrator.
money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and
Goes
hookers.
to drug money. Hey, nothing wrong being addicted to drugs and hookers.
Well,
We
I've
all
come
learned
to a
that from
very
the Wolf of
definite
Wall Street.
conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead.
Yep.
You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and
Harsh.
were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello?
Oh,
Anyone
nice.
who happens to be
Hello.
nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Do you keep talking about staying here again? No? No, my voice is out.
Second
Okay, let's
player.
go.
It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you
Hi.
can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Hey!
Coming to a staircase,
Screw you,
Stanley
narrator.
walked
Oh, where
upstairs
we
to
going?
his boss's office.
Awesome. Okay, let's go upstairs. Executive bathroom. Okay, can't go now. Tra-la-la-la-la-la. Let's go around. Oh, that's rather nice.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Like the fireplace.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2
Yeah, well, that would help when...
5.
Oh.
But of course,
2845.
Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Of course not. No, it's not like I'm gonna guess it's 2, 8, 4,
Yet
5.
incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad,
Geniusly.
Stanley happened to input the correct code
Super
by
genius.
sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay. This kind of looks weird. Let's go here, shall we? We going... Oh, we're going down. Do, do, do. Loading the Stanley Parable. Taking away all... Don't know why.
Descending deeper into the building,
I can't
Stanley
sing.
realized he felt a
here we
bit
go.
peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this
Why?
now, when for years it had
I don't
never
know.
occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay, let's have a look.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
As I do in the narrator says. Ooh, what does that button do? Let's press it.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Damn.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to
Games I
himself.
can play on these
Did he have the
TVs.
strength to find out?
Oh, let's have a look, shall we? What's this?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
Oh.
Each bore the number of an employee in the
427.
building. Stanley's co-workers.
Oh.
The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. and Stanley, one of them,
That's pretty cool.
eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Why the fire the guy?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
There I am.
Had Stanley really been under
427.
someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was
See what?
happy with his boring
Oh,
job?
it's my
That his
little-
emotions had
It's
been
pretty cool.
manipulated to accept it blindly? No.
Somebody got
He
fired.
refused to believe it. He couldn't accept
Serves
it.
you right.
His own life in someone else's
Somebody's a
control.
pirate.
Never. It was unthinkable.
I wonder what happened to
Wasn't
the
it?
pirate.
Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yes. The answer to that is yes.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating,
here?
working. All of it
press that
monitored
button.
and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power
Nothing
over
happened.
another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay. Power on mind controls, idle awaiting input. Okay. Well, I've seen enough films to know that you always press the big shiny button that says oh. Shit, what'd I do? What did I do? Oh, what's this?
Blackness and a rising chill of
Oh,
uncertainty.
so black. It's the blackest
it
black of
over?
all. So move.
Yes,
Oh,
he had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even
That's
as
me
the
out.
immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay
looks so
unsolved.
pretty out there.
Where had his
Let's go.
co-workers
I want to go outside.
How
Now.
had he been freed
Now,
from the
now,
machine's
now, now,
grasp?
now, now,
What
now,
other
now,
mysteries
now.
did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber,
Let me
he
out.
realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking.
Let me
but
out.
brilliance. Perhaps his
It's
goal
a
had not
big
been to
ass door.
understand.
Come on, let me out. Shut up.
No longer would
Shut up,
anyone
narrator.
tell him where to go,
Shut up.
what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped
wow.
through the
It's
open door.
Beautiful outside.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation,
Oh,
the immense
goosebumps.
possibility of the new path
That is
before
cold
him.
room. This story is just
This
making
was
me feel
exactly the
emotional.
way, right now, that things were meant to
Aw.
happen. And Stanley
Aw.
was happy.
I'm happy for Stanley. He deserved that. Nobody likes mind control. Okay, so that was the ending of Stanley Parable. Quite a beautiful story. I enjoyed it. So, yeah, that's it for today. I'm just kidding. Let's do the episode with the races this time.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nope, we're going this way.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and
Yes, it
Stanley
is.
knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Maybe. Ah,
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had
Cold
really
drinks.
been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few
125.
moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood
It's a
here,
rip-off.
drinking it all in.
did I? Okay. That looks pretty.
really, really worth it being here in the room. A
Yep.
room so
Sure
utterly
is.
captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Let's
But
go down here
eager
then.
to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Haha, yep. Do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's go down here. Ooh. What's... Open this. Nope. It's down here.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please,
who's that?
stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm
No,
not
I want
asking
to.
for me, I'm asking for her. This is it,
Who's
Stanley. Your chance to redeem
I'm
yourself.
doing what I want.
To put your work aside.
Whatever. I do what I want.
Her back into your life.
Who's
She's
her?
been waiting.
Sign may contain information. Oh, that's helpful. Into scary dark room. Oh, fuck me, that
That's
made me
her,
jump.
Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to
Okay.
her.
What's going on?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on.
Yes, it is
Sorry
me.
to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right.
Giggly.
Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your
The hell?
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you?
I'm hoping so.
I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside.
No.
Let me show you what's really going on here.
No, I want to go this
Sorry,
way.
but you're in my
Oh,
story
what?
now.
No, I want to go. Oh. Oh, stupid narrator. It's my wife.
This is a very
apparently.
sad
She's a
story about
mannequin.
the death of a man named Stanley.
What? Good morning, employee 427. Press B on your gamepad. Okay.
Stanley is quite a boring
Oh.
fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Press left trigger.
Look at him there, pushing buttons,
there we go.
doing exactly what he's told to do.
Sure
Now
am.
he's pushing a
That's
button.
what I like.
Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work.
It's better,
One might
better
even
not
feel
go.
sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Shut up, narrator.
But in his mind, in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures.
Of course.
From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic
Yeah.
discoveries of new lands. It
Can I
was
do
wonderful.
anything else?
And each day that he returned to work was a
Can I do
reminder that
anything
none
else?
of it would ever happen to him.
Alright. Please press RB to watch TV.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job.
Where's my
First,
TV?
imagine that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of
This
the
is
earth.
amazing.
The thought excited him terribly.
Oh, of course. Got children.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At
Yep.
last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere
Nope, not at all.
thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Still got some freaky ass eyes.
As he wandered through this fantasy world,
prepare- what
he
the
began
hell's
to
just
fill it
happened
with
on the
many
floor here?
possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors
What is that
and
dog
mind
barking
controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called
What?
it the Stanley Parable.
There's a game with a baby?
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and
This is
again,
just getting
over and over,
more and more
wishing
depressing.
beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an
Yeah.
answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he
Nope.
played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly
wife.
be? In
She's a
reality,
desk.
all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing
My
has
wife is a
changed.
desk.
The longer he spends here, the more invested he
What?
gets. The more he
He's a nice
forgets
guy.
which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long
Nope.
as he remains here,
I like
he's
being
slowly
observing.
killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it. You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get
I
him
want
to
to
see
kill
what
myself.
I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Let me out! Please press X to question nothing.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules.
I
simply
question
play to my
everything.
intended purpose, the same as Stanley.
Let me
Not
out!
so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to
Okay, I
convey
get
all
it, you're
this to him.
punishing me.
I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time.
Maybe.
And
Maybe I
I tried
won't.
again. And
Please
Stanley
die.
pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
But did I die? Hey guys, that was the Stanley Parable. I'm going to be doing some more gameplay of this. I'm going to see if we can get all the endings. It's going to be quite awesome, from what I've seen anyway. So if you enjoyed the video, either leave a like, comment, and subscribe. New video up for you soon. Alright, cheers for watching. GUYFIVE!